always knew about different religions. I studied different religions, not in depth, but
Where do you study?
just in a library, in my school library in high school.
In your own, basically.
Yeah.
And what do you know about Islam?
I know that I believe in Jesus, just not the same way as Christians do. And it's my understanding it came it's they're descendants of Abraham. I forget, but I think it's Ishmael.
The prophet.
Yeah, and I know little things about Muhammad. I know that they believe that God's the only judge, and pretty much that's the biggest reason why I want to join in, because there's a lot of judgmental people in different religions, but Islam is the only religion I know of where they solidify that God's the only judge, and that you have a personal relationship with the Most High.
What do you do now? You working now, or?
I'm an accountant. Yeah, I'm working. I'm trying to get my master's. And I also know that everything that I've learned in Islam, also I forgot to mention, is every single thing is like beneficial to you in some way. But yeah, I'm going to school soon.
Where do you study?
Accounting school.
Yeah, where? What college, university?
I'm gonna go to St. Thomas.
Okay. But you studied where?
Goldie Beacon College in Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah, it's a
So
business college.
originally you're from there, right?
I'm from New York. I moved around.
Oh, okay. I don't blame you. Right now it's freezing over there.
Oh yeah.
It's very cold. I tell people if you come for 1 month in Florida, you're gonna come back permanently. Yeah, it's beautiful here. I went just to Raleigh, North Carolina last week. You know, it's still cold in the 20s. Alhamdulillah, here we have beautiful weather in Florida. Tayyib, Islam is basically what you have said, but it's a comprehensive understanding of life. Islam tells you who you are and where you came from and why you are here. And it tells you and explains to you what's going on in this world. So it gives you a unique perspective, a unique understanding of life and the purpose of it. It tells us that this whole universe had a beginning. It's not eternal. It was not. Then it came into being. And that it has an originator and the creator who was before it. And that is God. In Arabic we call him Allah. Allah is Arabic, God with capital G. And it's a singular, doesn't have a plural in Arabic. It tells us also that this universe is not, and us, are not eternal in the sense that there's going to be an end for this whole reality that we see it. Exactly like it came from nowhere, is going to go to nowhere again. It's going to cease to exist at one point. And that's what we call the Day of Judgment. That's when we are going to be brought back from the dead to stand before God to judge us. And it tells us that God does not do these things for fun. He did not create us and everything just, for no reason. But there is a reason for this whole thing. And in order for us to understand the reason, he sends us messengers to explain to us what he wants from us, why he created us. Those messengers are real people like you and me. They're no different. However, Allah chooses them, picks them, and gives them miracles so that people will believe that they are not pretenders. Otherwise, anybody could say, I'm a messenger from God. But he gives them signs like bringing dead people to life or splitting the sea like Moses did, or, when Abraham was thrown into the fire and so on. That is called a miracle. Unfortunately, some people become attached to the messenger and they forget the one who sent him. So they end up doing their own thing. Those messengers, we do not know the number of them, but apparently they're in the thousands, throughout history. Where the Quran says every people had somebody to warn them. Not necessarily a messenger, maybe a follower of a messenger, but at least somebody to explain the truth for them. And they come with the guidance, messages from Allah to tell them why He created them, what He wants from them, how to worship in the right way that is pleasing for Him. One of the messengers that God sent is Jesus, son of Mary. His birth was a miracle because He was sent to the Jews. And the Jews were arrogant people who bragged about their ancestry. We are the descendants of Abraham. We are the sons of Isaac and Jacob. So God wanted to show them that your ancestry does not mean much. Here is a man who doesn't have a father at all, and still I have chosen him, over you to be my messenger. So he's the same like Abraham, like Jacob, like Moses, like Muhammad, like Isaiah, like all the prophets that God has, God has sent. And yet people ended up worshipping him, and those who claim that they are the followers of Jesus. They ended up worshipping him rather than worshipping the one that he used to pray to, that Jesus used to pray. And Jesus used to tell them that all the signs that I do are not mine, but they are the ones that you sent me. And he told them that this is the eternal life, to know that there is one God, to believe that there is one God, and to believe in the one He has sent. This is exactly what Islam is, to believe that there is one God and to believe in prophethood. But unfortunately, like I told you, there were a lot of pagan things that were injected into it, especially by Paul and other people, and they turned the teachings of Jesus, which called for the worship of the one God, into a Trinity and a Father and a Son. Then they came up with this charade that God sent His Son to be crucified so that He would forgive. Why would He send His Son to forgive people? He could forgive people without all of this. I mean, God is God. And besides, we don't believe that God has sons. The Old Testament and the New Testament as well uses the term Son of God to differentiate people from the sons of devil. Because they used to call the one who is righteous Son of God, and the son who is evil, they used to call him son of the devil. Okay. So apparently when they said that Jesus is Son of God, they didn't mean that He is His Son, begotten, like the Christians now believe. But they meant that He is a good, and there is a verse that tells us to be righteous so that we would be called the sons of God. It doesn't mean that we are begotten by God. It just means that we are good people who follow the guidance which comes from Him. In any case, Islam basically tells us that there are prophets that God has sent, and that He contacts them through angels. So we believe in the angels as well. Sometimes He gives them revelations, books, like the Torah for Moses and the Psalms for David, and the Bible for Jesus. However, we do believe that the Bible that exists today, whether it's the Old Testament or the New Testament, was tampered with. It is not the same that God has given them. As a matter of fact, I don't think even that the Bible, especially the New Testament, that it has anything to do with the Bible that God gave to Jesus. This is basically a story. Somebody, my dear Theophilus, so many people started writing about this subject. Let me tell you what has happened because I was there. That person doesn't have anything to do with the book that was given to Jesus. This is a person writing a historical account of what has happened. Okay. But since it contains some statements that Jesus said, might as well be, these statements might be true. We do not know. The only book that was preserved is the Quran that was given to Muhammad, because people recorded it immediately and they learned it by heart. And still, after 1440 years, now we have only one copy of the Quran all over the world. There's no different versions. There is no according to Paul and according to Mark. And it's one Quran, and it's in Arabic language. The translation of it is not a Quran. We call it the translation of the meaning. This is what the translator understood from the Arabic text. But the Quran itself proper is the Arabic version only. So those who follow the guidance which the prophets came with will be rewarded in the hereafter. And those who were wicked and evil will be punished in the hereafter. So we believe in the existence of paradise and hell or hellfire. That's basically our belief system in a very simplified form. We believe in Allah, in the oneness of Allah, in the attributes and names of Allah, that He's not like us. Okay? We are limited in our abilities. We have a certain physical form. He doesn't. We are dependent on things. We need to sleep and eat, and He doesn't need any of that. He's not like us at all. He was not begotten, nor did He begot, nor does He have a partner, nor does He need helpers. He is the one who created this whole thing alone, and He is the one who maintains and sustains it alone. As such, you believe in that. He is the only one to be worshipped. Okay? And in order to worship Him right, He sent to us law that tells us how to do or what to do in order to please Him, in order to be fulfilling the purpose why He created us. He created us to worship Him. So He tells us what to do and what not to do. In Islam, there are 5 things that we consider them the most important things for the individual to do. We call them the pillars of Islam. And that is to say the statement of faith, then to say your prayers 5 times a day, then to fast during the month of Ramadan, then to pay charity to the poor, 2.5% of money, that is extra beyond your needs. You give it direct to the poor, you don't give it to the mosque or anything. And finally, to go to Hajj, to pilgrimage, to Mecca if you are able to, financially and physically, health-wise, to go out there for pilgrimage 1 time. In addition to that, we have the general teachings of Islam to be moral. We stress family values a lot. We respect our parents, and we're supposed to take care of our children. So family to us is very important, and family life is very important. We stress education, to seek knowledge all the time, whether it is secular knowledge, so that you can have a good career to live off, or it is religious knowledge so that you will understand your religion more. We stress high morals, to stay away from things that are prohibited like alcohol and drugs and adultery and anything that is intoxicating or make you lose your mind or your focus, and to do the things that are moral, that make you a compassionate person, a patient person, kind person, a person who's God-fearing and God-conscious all the time. That's just a gist of what it is. So it's a whole system of thought and a whole system of life, what to eat, what to drink, how to do things, how to get married, how to raise up your kids, and all of that we have codes, for these things. I don't know if you have any questions or things that you want me to elaborate on. This is just a general overview. I'm going to give you some books anyways,
Okay.
to help you since you seem to like reading. The internet is good, but you have to go to trustworthy sources, because it contains everything. There are some web pages that are good, and there are some that are bad. They distort Islam. So you have to be careful which website you go to. I'm going to give you some books, inshallah. Do you have any questions or anything you want to know more about?
Okay, so like cigarettes and cigars and all of that, that has to stop.
Cigarettes, it's better to avoid it. Some say it's haram because it's harmful. it's a waste of money. Allah Alam, I don't think that is sin personally. Okay, but it's a bad habit. It's something that you should stay away. So if you don't smoke, keep it that way. If you smoke, try to quit. You know, but is it a sin? But God's going to argue, punish you for it in the Day of Judgment? Many scholars say yes. But like I told you personally, I don't think that is. Other things?
Same thing with alcohol.
Alcohol is no. Alcohol you have to stay away from. It's a major sin. Drinking alcohol is one of the major sins in Islam. There are 7 sins, we call them the deadly sins. One of them is drinking alcohol. The other is associating with God, or killing, or stealing, or falsely accusing somebody, of something that they have not done, and so on.
Adultery.
Drinking alcohol, adultery also. We don't see God did not order us and give us the drives and then told us to deprive ourselves. He created us, we have needs, we need to own things. That's part, we like money, everybody does. So he tells us it's okay, you could have money, but you should have it from lawful sources. Do not steal, do not cheat, do not, And then after that, own as much as you want to. He created us with sexual drives. Okay, that's a normal thing that God has created us. He did not tell us suppress it. He told us if you want to satisfy your sexual desires, get married. That's the only way that is, allowed. Any other, need that God created us. Told us you could eat, you could drink, you could do whatever you want to, but within the framework, within the laws and the codes of Islam. That way you keep a clean personality. And you do not destroy yourself. Because if we leave ourselves to our desires, they will, like beasts, just overwhelm us. So you see a lot of people end up drug addicts, or they end up alcoholics, or they end up destroying themselves simply because they're following their desires. Islam wants us to be balanced in our lives, and wants us to be strong. We do not let our desires drag us wherever they want to, but we control our desires. This is one of the lessons that we draw from fasting. In Ramadan, we do not eat, we do not drink. We stay away from sexual relationship with our wives from pre-dawn until sunset every day. That's about 13 or 14 hours every day for 29 or 30 days at the lunar month. Okay. The purpose of it is to teach us that we can control our desires, that there is something more important than food and drink and women, that we supposed to live for higher principles, not to be like animals. An animal, if you bring a horse and you tell it, this is the field that your owner has, you could eat here, and this belongs to the neighbor, do not eat here, it is wrong. And then you leave the horse. You want to make a distinction? Wherever the grass is greener, it will go. That's exactly the example of people who follow their desire. They're like animals. God tells us here, this is yours, this is not yours. You have to stay within this. And He gave us the mind so that we can, we can distinguish. If in order to become a Muslim, you have to be convinced of these basic tenets, of Islam. You're going to need, all of us need to learn to grow in our religion. It's not something that, you do it once and that's it. We need to learn, we need to join in classes, we need to ask questions. Our religion doesn't have secrets. Okay, and we do not have religious men and religious women. I'm just like you. What I'm hearing here is nothing symbolic. You could hear it. Doesn't make any difference. Anybody could hear it. And we don't have mediums between us and God. We don't need to confess to anybody. Because the person that you're confessing to, he might be more in sin than you. Both of you need the mercy of God. Besides, you did not do anything against him. You did something against God. So you should talk to God directly and ask him for forgiveness. Okay? But you don't need to worship in a mosque, all the time, but it's better. it's better that you come to the masjid here, you'll find your brothers and you can ask questions, you know, and you can learn your religion faster. And you have a good environment, you know, away from bad things, you know, out there. So try to join. In Ramadan we have a very beautiful program. We break our fast here every day. Okay, we prepare food here, you don't have to bring anything. But there is food all the time. You can break your fast, then join in night prayers. Those are optional prayers. Okay, but you're encouraged to do them to get more blessings, you know, from God. We have classes every Thursday. Tomorrow we have a class. We have Quranic explanation, like this time 6:30 until 7:30. So you can join us. And the other activities and lectures, like I told you, the more you join, the more you interact, the easier things will be for you to learn. Start with learning your prayers. That is the most important thing. How to prepare for prayers and how to, you know, how to do them. I'll give you a book that teaches you that. You can also go to the internet, the YouTube, and watch. And if you join us like you did today, if you keep joining us in prayers, it will be easier for you.